Welcome back, folks. So the left's indoctrination of our nation's youth. We've seen it, we've covered it, we do it extensively on this program because it's important to protect our youth from the left. And this latest example is an example about a professor named Peter Boghossian, a longtime professor of philosophy at Portland State University. He resigned last week, accusing the school of becoming nothing more than a, quote, social justice factory. Unlike his colleagues, he started to ask questions, and he did his best to expose it by inviting controversial speakers and encouraging students to practice civil discourse and, God forbid, research all sides of an issue. And you know how some of the students responded at this university? They drew swastikas in the bathroom with his name under them. They left a bag of feces in front of his office door. He's been spit on and allegedly threatened. The school's response to these snot-nosed, spoiled brats? Silence. And when the students did the unthinkable, instead, the university goes after the professor and not the perpetrators. And of course, following the resignation, a federal agency then hands the very same university $1 million to train computer science criminals, okay? Except they call them social justice leaders. What a shocker. That professor is with us tonight. He joins us now, Peter Boghossian. Peter, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. Right out of the box, why did you agree to come on? So many people in your position don't.
Thank you for asking. That's a great question. And I'll be blunt with you. I agreed to come on because you invited me on. And no left-wing media has invited me on. And I've put out a tweet for Rachel Maddow, and MSNBC, OPB, The Oregonian, NPR. Nobody will speak about it. I want to be very honest with you that I consider myself a liberal and I'm an outspoken atheist. And no left-wing media will have me on. So I guess my question to you is, what does that tell you about the left-wing media ecosystem?
Yeah, it's amazing. I will tell you, I'm not an atheist and I'm not a liberal. But I welcome those people on this program to tell their side of the story because I think it's important people hear both sides of the stories. Something you were trying to teach to your students, was it not?
Yeah, thank you. And I appreciate the openness that you have to have me on your show, very much so. And that's exactly what I was attempting to do. For example, in my atheism class, I teach atheism at Portland State. I always attempted to bring in the best voices for people who agreed with the arguments for the existence of God. For example, I had Phil Vischer come into my class from VeggieTales, who subsequently became a good friend of mine. I had Corey Miller from Ratio Christi, the Christian organization, and we later went on tour. I think it's extremely important, not only that students hear the other side of an issue, but they hear the other side of an issue from people who believe it. And they can hear the best arguments possible and then make their decisions. But the university made that impossible for me over time.
Peter, I bet you're just like me, that you bring both sides of an issue, and I would love for people to choose conservatism. You'd probably love for people to choose liberalism. But in the end, this is America. You make your own decision. Why is it that the university is not letting these students be free thinkers anymore?
Right. I'd love people to choose those things that they feel they have the best evidence for. And I would love to change my mind. If I don't want to be wrong one more moment that I have to be. And so if I don't have enough evidence or if I have bad reasons, then I should change my mind to a conservative position, and you should change your mind to a liberal. We should all be willing to do that. But with that said, you are absolutely correct, is that this is a fundamental American value that we're losing. We're becoming polarized. There are schisms in this country, and we know where this is coming from. This is not a secret. This is not a shock. We know that the university system is a place that's promoting division, racial hatred, racial strife, racial lenses. For example, the president of the Portland State University said that racial justice is his highest priority. His highest priority, not budgets, not teaching excellence, not publications, not knowledgeable students, what have you, but it is his highest priority. I think I'd like to have a conversation about that. Should that be the highest priority of a public institution? I think that's a very reasonable question.
Yeah. Look, I think justice should be a very high priority. You don't have to say racial justice. You don't have to just justice is justice, and things will fall where they may. Real quick for you, I'm short on time. You ever going to get a job at another university again? How concerned are you on that, if you can, in 15 or 20 seconds?
I don't think so. I think they're all woke. I think that there's a corruption of scholarship. I don't think any university would have me as long as the woke ideology remains strong.
Yeah. This is a common theme. I've got a dear friend who's an actress, banned from Hollywood. Now you seem like a good guy, banned from the university systems across America. That's not the America I know. I know it's not the America you know. Peter Boghossian, thank you for standing up for what you believe in. It seems to be a limited theme among so many people these days.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, and I wish you the best of luck moving forward in the future. Why are we squashing people for their beliefs? We should never be doing that. You believe what you believe in America, and I hope you watch STINCHFIELD, and I hope I convince you to come our way. Look.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.